Hi guys, and welcome to Valbone, the absolute paradise gem of Albania. Last night I stayed in Shkoder, took like 2 hours and it cost me 400 lek. And then today, it's been a bit of a journey to get here. After going out for dinner last night, I booked with the hostel, so I was staying at the Wanderers Hostel. I booked the hike from Valbone to Theth. So to get here, it's been a bus, a ferry and a bus, and I've finally just arrived at this guest house that we're staying in, but the views are absolutely incredible, love it. So we're staying here tonight and then we start the hike tomorrow morning. Good morning from Valbone. So woke up this morning really early, so I might be a little bit this morning. Last night we had a really lovely dinner made by the hosts here, and then we just stayed up and had a few beers and played cards and stuff, and then we had a really early night, and then we woke up at 6:30 this morning. And the views here this morning are really beautiful. There's about 20 of us and we've all kind of fought over the shower this morning because there's only one, so that was interesting. But yeah, I've just got ready, just got out the shower, gonna have some breakfast, and then I think we're gonna head off on the hike. So the hike today is supposed to be about 12 kilometers and should take somewhere between 6 and 8 hours, I think. I think the first part's going to be quite uphill and then it'll be relatively downhill from there. But if the views here have got anything to say about what we're going to see today, I'm very excited. I think all in all, like the whole experience is going to cost like 8,000 lek, maybe just a little bit more. So it was like 700 for the first bus, 800 for the ferry, 700 for the second bus, 25 euros for the guest house here in Valbone, 25 euros for the guest house in Theth, and then it's 1,000 lek to get the transport back to Shkoder tomorrow. So yeah, we're staying in Theth tonight when we arrive, so I don't know what time we're going to be arriving, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the hike today. So we've set off, well, we set off quite a while ago, to be fair. Yeah, we've been going for about an hour. We've done a little bit of the uphill bit, so I'm a bit hot. And the other guys have gone ahead, but we've been taking photos and just chilling out. We're now walking through like a fairy glen type thing. Yeah, I think we're about 3 kilometers into the 12 kilometers. So far, it's very beautiful. There's a lot to see. Although the path is pretty uneven, so I would recommend some good shoes. You could probably do it in trainers, to be fair, but there are little signs on the trail, like these little red and white signs. If you follow them, that's the path. It's pretty easy, we've not got lost yet. There's been water sources already. We've barely even started, so that's a good start. As you can tell, I'm pretty out of breath, but I've not been to the gym for 6 months, so what do you expect? Alright, well, we're gonna keep on going and let's see how we end up. We're not really doing it for a time or anything like that. Just wanna take it in and enjoy it whilst we're doing it. We've got a new friend for our trail. His name is Hostel. And so far he's beaten us pretty easily. Yeah, he's not waiting for us. So this is cafe number 1. We've just arrived. I think we're about 2.5 hours in and about 6.5 kilometers. But what a beautiful setting for a cafe. So today it's St Mary's Day, so they're celebrating by giving us all a free drink, which is lovely. So I'm going to crack open a cheeky beer, even though it's only 9:30 in the morning. Why not? When you're going on a hike, the best thing to have is a beer. Cheers. I bet for a day's hiking.
Hi, are you feeling
like normal? What was it that you were saying about that guy with his hair? I just got you like that.
Yeah.
What guy was it? Oh, I think I know the guy you mean. Had a cheeky beer. Don't know if I'm going to regret that in a minute, but hey ho. It's about 1/3 of the way. I think we're still going uphill at this point, but it's not too bad. It's just out of breath. It's a pretty hot day. I think it's like 26 degrees. So yeah, I'm not used to this weather back in England when I do my hiking, but it's so beautiful. Oh my god. Top, there's little ants there. I think that's the summit. Pretty exciting, we're almost there. Woo! Woo! We made it to the top! Yay! Woo. And that's it. Officially at the top. Woo! It is a medium strength difficulty. It's a really beautiful hike though. There's quite a lot of like trees and stuff, so you've got a bit of shade, but it's so beautiful up here. It's actually got a nice breeze as well, so we're gonna have some butties and then head back down to Theth.
Don't do that.
So we've just been to cafe number 2, which must mean we're 2/3 of the way through. Woo woo. Obviously, had another beer, did some dancing, why not? We met some of the guys who we kind of like broke off with. I mean, we bumped into them at the top as well. I'll insert a photo here. There's a bit of a crew of us and we're just kind of like all going down a little bit separately, but then all almost meeting up every couple of points. So yeah, the cafe was very loud. But all the cafes have been great. Like, they've had beers, drinks, toilets, cold water. So if you are in need of water, you have them in the cafe. But yeah, we're just finishing the descent now, so we should arrive in like 2.5 hours, 2 hours, something like that. But we're going down now, so it's okay. And we've made it to the bottom. Woo! We've just made it after a little bit of a 30 minutes of touch and go from me. Not necessarily that the trail was hard, but I got really bad blisters, about 20 of them on the bottom of my feet, and I was having to silently meditate. But we've made it now to the bottom, and I think we've got about a half an hour walk to our guest house, but we are at the bottom. That's a start. And now we're walking over a waterfall. This is so beautiful. False alarm. I think now we've made it because I can see a car park. Woohoo! You excited, girls? Yeah, I will give you the stats when we actually get to the hostel, but for now, we've actually made it to the end of the hike. Hey! I'm happy. And now I've got my socks and sandals on, I'm even happier. I think Ree has saved my life today, and that's no exaggeration. So when we actually got to the end of the trail, we met the guys. They were at the bottom of like a pub type thing, so we got some beers and sat and chilled there for a little bit, and then we've come to the guest house. It's Drenny Guest House. I was hoping maybe I could stay here for an extra night now that I've actually been here, and it's kind of a bit of a journey to get here. So I tried, but they don't have any availability for tomorrow. So some of the guys have walked to the waterfall, but I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. I've got a lot of blisters, so I've just had a shower. I feel fresh, and I'm probably just going to go get another beer and just chill, to be honest with you. I think tonight we're just going to like have dinner and have a few drinks and maybe play some more cards. We're in a 3-bedroom, which is quite nice. We've got our own ensuite, which I wasn't expecting for 25 euros. But yeah, I really love it here. The hike today was absolutely incredible. It took maybe 7 hours, but I mean, we stopped at cafes. We stopped at every single cafe. There's 2 of them. The first one they were doing free drinks, so I don't know how much the drinks are there usually. But the second one, it was 300 lek for a beer, which is pretty steep, but it's okay. So I have put my stuff on Strava. So today we did 19.8 kilometers, elevation gain of 900 meters apparently. Moving time was 5.5 hours. So that was when we were actually walking, not in the cafes. And then calories burnt was 1,410. So pretty decent, to be honest with you. This has probably been one of my favourite experiences in Albania. It's just like nothing I've ever seen before. Probably the best hike I've ever done in my life. So definitely get here if you come to Albania. So this is the guest house that we're staying in. We're staying in this cabin. And then there's this big guest house here. And this is the views. I mean, pretty bloody gorgeous. The buffet just started, so we're all literally, hang on, look at this. Hey! Morning. So this morning just woke up and had breakfast in front of the fire, and we've just kind of been chilling. It was raining this morning, so just been chilling, checked out of here, and me and two of the girls are going to check into a different guest house because this one was full. So yeah, complete change of plans. We're not going back to Shkoder today. Yeah, so we managed to book somewhere else and it was like £30 a night. I mean, it's pretty spenny, but you gotta do what you gotta do if you want to stay in the middle of Theth. And yeah, so we're just planning now to go to a hike to the Blue Eye. Luckily Josh has lent me his trainers because my feet are absolutely obliterated. It takes about 3 hours apparently to walk there, and then we're gonna potentially see how brave we are and go for a dip in the Blue Eye. But first of all we need to go and grab some lunch and then head straight out to the hike, and then hopefully we'll make it back in time for dinner.
Tiny ass bag.
Josh, the legend with the trainers.
Wash these.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. Whoa. Hey guys, it's Lewis. How you doing? Yeah. Joining my vlogger.
We'll miss ya.
We like Albania.
What do you like?
We like Albania.
I like turtles. I like turtles. Reaction? Any reactions? There you go. That's it. Big lad.
We made it to the Blue Eye. It took us like 2 hours to get here, and it's pretty fucking cold, but it's well worth it. And to be fair, once you get out, it's actually alright. Here it's like 5 or 7 degrees, which isn't too bad. But yeah, it's definitely worth coming. But it is pretty fucking cold. Yeah, I'm glad I stayed an extra day to do this, and actually the weather's become really, really good for it, so really happy with that. I'm glad that we left it till later in the day as well. I think we might be hiking back a little bit in the dark, but this morning it was super cloudy, but now it's like really opened up, and the hike here is quite slippy. Again, if you've got like good shoes, wear them, but I didn't even bring a bikini with me, so I'm currently borrowing someone's sports bra. I've got my sports shorts on, and then obviously I'm borrowing somebody else's trainers, so I really wasn't prepared for this trip. If you are going to do it, make sure you don't do a me and bring all these different things like a bikini and actual good shoes to hike in. Free the chicken! So we decided to ask how much the taxi was from the Blue Eye, because you can get a taxi back to Theth, and he said 1,000. We were like, no, that's too much, like 1,000 per person. So that's about £8.50 each. So we decided that was too much. So we started walking. We made it maybe 200 yards, and he stopped and he said, look, if you have no money, we'll give it you for free. Which is kind of the same thing that happens everywhere in Albania. They're just so generous and so kind. And so we got in and we gave them a little tip. We gave them 250 each. Sam stayed back, one of the girls who was supposed to be staying with tonight. So it's supposed to be me, Rian and Sam staying in a guest house down the road because there was no availability in the one that we stayed in last night. She's messaged me, small problem. The guest house we're supposed to be staying in is still under construction and isn't open yet. So we actually currently don't have anywhere to stay tonight. So we need to try and figure out a plan. It's 6:30 p.m. now. And yeah, so we're just literally walking back up now to Drenny Guest House. And I'm hoping that Sam has found us an alternative option where we can stay tonight. But this is Albania. They are so kind, like they'll find us something. Because I mean, at the end of the day, there's not really anywhere we can go. We're in the middle of the mountains. So yeah, I'm sure we'll figure it out. As suspected, we figured it out. So came back here and luckily one of the guys, Josh, has managed to sort it out for us. So we came back to Drenny and they've miraculously found another room for all three of us. So all three of us are in a private room. So I've just got out of the shower and I'm just getting ready now and then I'm gonna head down for dinner, but all my clothes are a bit soggy. So I think I'm gonna be a little bit cold tonight, but I'm sure if I start dancing, I'll be absolutely fine. And if I have a few beers, I'll be fine as well. So yeah, I'm gonna finish getting ready now and then I'm gonna head down and have some dinner with the guys. Good morning, it's the final day here in Theth. So I've just had breakfast, checked out, and I'm just enjoying a coffee with the most beautiful view. So it's about an hour until our bus comes and then it's 2 hours to get back to Shkoder. So I'm checking back into the Wanderers Hostel tonight. But this has just been a beautiful experience. I'm really glad that I stayed the extra night to do the blue eye. And I mean, we're getting absolutely killed by wasps here, but yeah, the wasps seem to congregate in the morning. So all you can hear is people going, ah, go away, go away. But yeah, so sad to be leaving because it's absolutely stunning here. I think there's loads of hiking routes to do around here. But yeah, I'm glad I did the Valbone to Theth hike and the blue eye. The hostel here has been, but it's kind of like a guest house hostel, has been absolutely amazing. The people here who work here just absolutely make the experience, and the setting and like having the little parties at night. So we did that again last night. It's just really, really fun. And yeah, I'd highly recommend staying at Drenny Guest House if you're staying here in Theth. So I am going to end this video here because I will be heading back. But thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, please do like, subscribe and hit the notification bell. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.